So, may I go first?
Okay,
Amruta.
Amruta, you want to
Good
go
morning.
first? Okay, Harshvardhan, keep time. Amruta, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Please wait 1 second. You can start.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Amruta Sagar, and today's my lecture topic is AI and history of AI. AI means artificial intelligence. Artificial means man-made, and intelligence means the thinking power. Right now, the most uh, famous and buzzing word around us is artificial intelligence. So we see history first of artificial intelligence. There are eight slots that we divide the artificial intelligence history. First is maturation of artificial intelligence. This year goes from 1943 to 1952. Then the birth of artificial intelligence is 1952 to 1956. The golden year of artificial intelligence are from 56 to 74. And first, winter seasons. Winter season means the popularity and funding and sponsorship of artificial intelligence is reduced. The year duration are 1974 to 1980. A boom of AI. In this section or duration of year, the investment, publicity, and the enthusiasm about the artificial intelligence increased. The duration for this is 1980 to 1987. Second, AI winter. As I said, winter means we use it as a decrease of publicity and sponsorship and investment from the government. The duration of year goes from 1987 to 1993, and emergence of intelligent agent is 1993 to 2011, and deep learning and big data, these topics are came to existence means practice from 2011 to the present. These are eight slots of history where we study the history of artificial intelligence. But this in from this duration we have some important years where some important discussions and research and models are proposed, invented, and discussed. First is 1943, where Warren Mackel and Walter Pitts are those scientists which proposed a model of artificial neurons. In 1950s, the computing machinery and intelligence. This is a test which was proposed by Alan Turing, which is known as
30 seconds.
Turing test. Okay, 1955 was the year where the first AI program was proposed and named as logistic theory. These years goes like for Dartmouth conference, first chatbot Eliza, 1966, and 1972 as first intelligent human robot in Japan, Valbot. So what we learn from history is, in conclusion, what we
Time
learn
up.
from AI history is important because we know how people gone through the research and how they work, so we can continue our study further in future. Thank you so much.
Okay, Amruta, well covered. AI history and the evolution, how it has exactly happened. Always develop a habit of correlating with anything which is around us. Day before yesterday, we witnessed one of the horrifying attacks on Israel. Israel is one of the leading country in terms of technology, all sorts of technology. But it again proves man behind machine is very important. The Iron Dome, their best missile defense system, or the any airborne attack should be defended. But there are some kind of problems in technology. So machine cannot replace humans. So these kind of habits you all develop, how we can give the relevant examples, and how we can put it in current context. Artificial intelligence is being going to bring a lot of revolution in maybe next 10 years, will be the disrupting in all sorts, because jobs will be replaced with something else. It is already happening. Man will be more dependent on machines. Of course, machines will never replace humans, but it will be to some extent displacing the human beings from their uh, orthodox jobs. So all those things you can, because then in SSB kind of scenario, you are telling the GTO you are thinker. So this is how you must put it across. Amruta has covered it well, and we all should be updating ourselves with reminder of, suppose in the morning you heard artificial intelligence, like today in the daytime search for something more. This is how you will be updating yourself. Good, Amruta. English is good, the confidence is good. Only thing, day by day with yourself compete and improve. Okay, good. Who is next?
Yes, thank you.
Sir, I.
Okay, Harshvardhan. Amruta, you have something to go?
Sir, I have exam
Okay, I will request
near.
Sanjivani, keep time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir,
Sir.
but sir, is my voice clear? But
Yes, yes, you are audible.
okay, sir.
Sanjivani is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just a minute. You can start.
Good morning, everyone. Today's topic of my lecture at is Quad. What is Quad? Quad is a group of four countries, that is India, USA, Japan, and Australia, which have come together to discuss on the problems and various interests related to the a part of the Indo-Pacific and South China Sea. If we talk about its establishment, it was established in the year 2007 and was formulated by the then Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. But since its establishment, it has faced various ups and downs. Like the very famous example is of Australia. Initially, it was a part of Quad, but because of Australia's reliance on China, it had left Quad, and but in the year 2017, it had again joined the Quad. Similarly, in the year 2015 also, Japan had again joined the Quad. If we talk about the military perspective, all these Quad countries together participate in the Malabar exercise, which has been constantly been taken place after the year 2020. This year, it had been taken place at the Coromandel coast near Tamil Nadu. If we talk about the purpose of the Quad has a huge role in tackling China in the South China Sea, as China is ruthlessly trying to claim its area on the South China Sea. Also, Quad focuses on free, open, and inclusive region encouraged by democratic values in the South China. Also, it aims to provide navigation which is uh, support free navigation in the Indo-Pacific region. Along with aside from the Indo-Pacific, it also focuses to combat climate change, and it has now it is been trying to increase the scientific financing and manufacturing capabilities to increase the trade and trade routes in the South China Sea, as most of the trade, around 60% of the trade of the entire world, has been focused on the South China Sea and the Indo-Pacific.
Last 30 seconds.
Also, if we talk about perspective of various countries on Quad, USA and China have been always been rivals of each other and have been part of their national security. And again, Australia also has been largely depending on China for its infrastructure. Talking about Japan, Japan has been constantly been problematized because of China's territorial expansion in the South China Sea, because of which it hampers the trade of Japan. And India also faces various problems as it violates international norms, and also India faces problems not in only in the border side but also now in the uh, seaside, as we know that very recently Myanmar, a very close ally of China, has given the Coco Islands on lease to China to establish its military port. Thank you.
Okay, Harshvardhan, good topic. Uh, these are topics which you must know something. So, Quad, if you see, four major countries, democratic countries, came together. Initially, it came together in 2004 tsunami. It was a tsunami reaction or some kind of uh, to tackle the tsunami effect in the Indo-Pacific region. So this was the initiation of this quad, and then later on it came together to strengthen their relationships, and China's dominance was targeted. But of late, even in COVID 19, if you see, there was a collaboration, cooperation when vaccine sharing was there. So you see, when countries come together, they help each other. There are some common agendas. Now, the recent common agenda is maritime security, sharing the data of satellites. So, all those things, if you can just mention maritime security cooperation, strengthening the ties, data sharing from the satellites, China's prominence in the Indo Pacific region to be contained, all those common agendas are there of these four countries. And this is a very important alliance where it is still not openly saying that we are together for defense ties or trade ties or anything. This is still a people to people cooperation, country to country cooperation. On those lines, it is moving ahead, not yet making its agenda very, very open that this is our specific agenda of coming together. It came for natural disaster, tsunami, COVID 19 also work together and moving slowly. All the four countries have got their own different alliances in other groups, have got their own regional agendas, but Quad is becoming slowly a very important alliance. Okay, good, Harshvardhan. Um, Delivery is good of lecturate. Make more impactful, cite one example at least, give relevance, any impactful decisions on such topic, so it will become more prominent and emphasize on important topics. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Who is next?
Yes.
Sanjeevani.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Harshvardhan, keep time.
You may start.
Okay. Hello. Good morning to everyone. Today, my lecture topic is higher education in India. The pile of a Indian higher education system can be understood from the fact that Indians spend almost 65 crores annually on foreign education, which is almost the twice of government. Higher education budget is also every year only one or two for Indian university are able to scare the place of top 200 universities of the world. These two facts are very alarming when we know and boost the Indian being a young country. If we are unable to work on their unimplement these human resources are going to become a burden on the country. Thought we have been an establishing nation level unestablished national level institution from the past 14 years, but we have been investing to maintaining their standard rapidly. Education has expand rapidly repaired education has expanded rapidly in India. India has a higher number of educational institute as compared to the some of the development countries. Also, one of mark become the prime fact of instant of learning. The teachers taught in the standard way, which would prepare the student studies for exam. Student studies just for passing or getting a good marks in exam. This is also this is the also way for the coaching classes strategy for the marks. Also, shortage of quality of teachers. We have been playing our teachers on a scale of what they count or part earn for other country. As a result, people are relocated to idea of teaching as a career. we have also failed to learn successful foreign facility for our institution. So lastly I
Last
want
30
to
seconds.
lastly, I want to conclude that government institute are very less, and they have also not for top quality international institute. So private player is the in this field just ask for fees for students, and in return give them for a degree and poor education. Thank you.
Okay, Sanjeevani, uh, very relevant topic, higher education in any forum of competitive exams. This can be a very common topic which one would be tested. Higher education, if you see after the plus two, all kinds of education comes into this category, whether you go for medical, engineering, graduations, different professional courses. I feel one of the important agenda on this, India has not yet tapped commercially this segment, because you see today Canada is tapping the higher education as a business model. A lot of countries have tapped it, especially considering the requirement of developing countries medical education. You see how many Indians were trapped when the Russia Ukraine war was declared or it came to light. Almost 18,000 students. That number was not known to common people, and probably government was also not aware. These many students are, they may be aware through visa process and all those things, but not really tracking how exactly this business model is helping other countries. So in India, a lot of autonomous or deemed universities are coming up. Maybe in times to come, we will have higher education as a business model, because when we talk about self-reliant Atmanirbhar Bharat, then probably the first thing should be Atmanirbhar is all kinds of education within the borders of the country. Because moment people go out, revenue also go out, talent may go out, and there are some security issues also. So higher education, which is the most critical education, primary education, a developing or a poor country can focus that everyone should get primary education, middle level education. But now we are in the category of a well developed country. Now our focus should be on higher education. Apart from IITs and some of the premier institutes, we have not done anything which can be praiseworthy as far as the higher education goes. We opened new IITs, we opened some AIMS and all, MBA related colleges, IIMs, but something more can be done so that our students firstly don't go out, and secondly we attract other students, so that our country becomes the hub of education, because we have got enough infrastructure and enough potential to tap it. Okay, Sanjeevani, some more improvement I expect. Have deliberate 1 hour for loud reading, some kind of pronunciations, because see now, once you are in a routine, practice it, it will get polished to some extent. Thereafter some deliberations are required to improve our accent, to improve our vocabulary. You see there are some panelists on TV, you can make out these people have worked on their English. So you all should learn from these people how they are improving their English, because they have become professionals, they are coming in limelight, they are speaking on national television. So you need not to go for that national television aim. Your aim is that your personality improves. So small things you can target and practice it in your own life. Okay, Sanjeevani.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Who is next?
No.
Okay, Shraddha. Sanjeevani, keep time.
Yes, sir.
Can I start?
Yeah, you can start.
So, good morning, everyone. My today's lecture topic is G20 summit. So, first of all, what is G20? G20 is a group of 20 countries to tackle the financial and economics problem with unity. So in G20 there are 19 countries and one European Union. These members represent around 85% of the global GDP, over 75% of global trade, and about two-thirds of the world population. The important role of the G20 is to shaping the strengthening global architecture and governance on all major international economic issues. So let's discuss some historical background about G20. So discussion for this G20 summit has been started since the collapse of Soviet Union or a Cold War, but uh, and many economies were dependent on the Soviet Union, so they also got collapse. But at that time, this was not taken serious. But in 1997, serious economic problem came on the Asian countries, and at that time, G22 formed. Later, it became G33, and in 1990 uh, one serious discussion has taken and G20 summit has formed. So there is a one term trioca in G20. It means the group of three countries. The country which has hosted last year, the country which is hosting current year, and the country will host next year. So the trioca is now Indonesia, um, India, and Brazil. So let's discuss some major objectives about this. So major objectives about G20 is to policy coordination between its members to achieve global economic stability, sustainable growth, and to promote financial regulations to reduce risk and prevent future financial crisis, and to create a new international financial architecture. It means some common bank or etc. So India has invited 40 world leaders for this country. So total meeting in this G20 are 185 meetings, in which 13 ministerial level meetings, 20 outcomes documents, and others. So let's discuss some important meetings and their decisions. So first of all, let's discuss about the financial minister and central bank governance meeting. They discuss to enhancing international policy cooperation and steering the global economy towards securing strong, sustainable, balanced, and inducive growth. Next, tourism ministerial meeting. In that meeting, five tourism priorities were discussed: green tourism, digitalization, skills, tourism, MSMEs, and destination management. Also, advancing for the gender equality and women empowerment. Next, there was a health minister meeting. Recently, we have passed from the COVID, and they have take a prevention. They decided to how to tackle COVID-like diseases. So, the in that meeting, they discuss about the global initiative digital health, and they have launched a platform for sharing digital goods and knowledge. And next was the agriculture ministers meeting. It mentioned Ukraine war and Black Sea grain initiative, but China said that we should not include the Ukraine war crisis in this meeting. And they all were agreed on seven Deccan high levels principle on food security and nutrition, uh, on nutrition. So, lastly, let's discuss the issues to tackle in this G20 meeting. So, uh, issues are the clean energy transition and combating climate change, mitigating the economic and social impacts on Putin's war in Ukraine, and etc. So, lastly, I want to conclude that by this meeting, we should work together and work together to tackle the economic and financial problems. And this year, we are hosting the G20 summit, so um, we should promote our culture. Thank you.
Okay, Shraddha, important topic. Why? Because on December 1st, 2022, till 30 November 23, till next month end, we are the leading country and having the responsibility of presidency of G20. So, from the competitive exam point of view, one should know which is really live. So G20, we are holding the presidency, and G20 is unique group where 19 sovereign countries are there, and African Union and European Union is there. There is no permanent headquarter for G20. So it is rotating. Whoever is the president country, that country's responsibilities for 1 year, they will decide how meetings are organized. They will be the sole responsible country for that particular year. So this is how this G20 in this year, when we are holding it, hosting it, showcasing our power, and Delhi, India could impress every country. And Vasudeva Kutumbakam, this are very very important cultural significant message. Now put it on world stage. Slowly we are deliberating and propagating it, that this is how world should come together, one earth, one society kind of thing. And India is a peace loving country, all those things. How you will impress other countries? So such forums are required. Countries should come together for common cause and establishing peace. Today half of the world is not in peace state. This is a worrisome situation. On one hand, we are reaching to a technological heights. We are reaching to moon, Mars, and exploring the other planets. On Mother Earth, we have got a lot of problems. So maybe these kind of groups have got so much of responsibility of bringing peace into society all over world. With the help of all the advancement in technology, communication has become much faster. And let's use for better things. Maybe these agendas should be there at least from Indian side. Good, Shraddha. But now I feel you all should be spontaneously speaking. Now slowly develop the confidence of putting on video, camera on, and practice it whenever you are there, offline also, when in class or in your groups you're practicing. Similar momentum should be carried, because when you switch off camera, maybe your confidence level is different, and if you stand in front of someone, confidence may get affected. Practice that aspect also. Okay, good point Shraddha has given.
So
Lot of-
I have one doubt, sir.
yes.
Sir, actually, I am going with the flow, but sir, I forgot some points. Just like I haven't told the theme of the G20, sir.
Okay, it happens, and it will happen with the best of the orators also. So one should not get bogged down. Just reconcile after you spoke what you wanted to speak, what is left out, how you wanted to speak, exactly how it has come out. Compare it in your mind, and this mind exercise will keep improving next time show. Okay,
Yes, sir.
it will automatically improve. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anyone else who wants to participate? Subodh or Sagar, Shivam?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, Sagar.
Sir, may I leave? I have to go to class.
Yes, yes, no issue.
Again, sir.
Okay. Who can keep time? Volunteer. Harshvardhan, you are there?
Yes, sir. I will keep time.
Okay. Keep time.
Sir, 1 second, sir.
Shivam can go ahead.
Okay, sir, should I start?
Yes, start.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sagar Shelke, and my lecture topic is electrical vehicles. First of all, we will see what is vehicle. Vehicle is a mode of transport by road. It is called a vehicle, and we use many conventional vehicles now, which requires for fuels, high high maintenance, and which are cost effective, and which leads to be noise pollution. So I think we should enhance our vehicles into the electrical vehicles, which are uh, electrical vehicles are reduce the noise pollutions of our planet, and it doesn't require any combustion fuel, so it doesn't emits the carbon, which is lead to be climatic temperature increasing climatic temperature. And electrical vehicles are easy to drive due to the simple controls, and they are very low running cost, and the price of the electrical vehicles are also low as compared to the conventional vehicles, and government also should provide the benefits, tax deduction, and benefits to the user of commercial electrical vehicles. The registration charges on the electrical vehicles are also low as compared to the conventional vehicles, and the fuel consumption is also low as compared to the conventional vehicles, because in the electrical vehicles we use batteries, and we use batteries for the store the energy. And now many upgraded electrical vehicles are with with swapping batteries. We can use swapping batteries, which reduce our time and save our time. And the electrical vehicles are also very cost effective. It requires low maintenance as compared to the conventional vehicles, and reselling value of electrical vehicles is high as compared to the conventional vehicles. So I think we should upgrade our transport mode towards the electrical vehicles. Many companies leading to manufacture electrical vehicles like Tesla, BMW, Chevrolet, and Bajaj. There are many companies in India also. On the other hand, India is the
Last 30 seconds.
third largest automobile market sector. In the Indian government, in the 2023 to 2024 financial financial minister stated that government will support the battery energy storage systems
I know.
with the capacity of 4000 megahertz. The Indian government has to set a target to achieve the 30% electrification of the country's vehicle fleet by the 2023 2030. That's all.
Okay, Sagar, uh, good topic. You can pronounce electrical vehicle is okay, but you can easily say electric vehicles, because even though we call it electric vehicles, there is so much of electronic into it. So electric vehicle is a good term and sounds well. Secondly, what are the problems when we see in today's uh, electric vehicle point of view? What we are achieving? The foremost thing is our import bill in terms of fuel. India is importing so much of fuel for what? To meet the requirement of our consumers, personal vehicles and transport vehicles. So if we go for higher number of electric vehicles, what will happen? Our import will bill will go down, and we will be a rich country. Our money will stop here only. Second is environmental. That pollution will come down in terms of carbon dioxide, whatever other poisonous and hazardous gases. Second is noise pollution, that will also come down. So from the Indian perspective, our electric vehicle industry should rise. There are other critics also, that if battery driven vehicles, there is a load on environment and all those things, but immediate target for India is reducing the import of oil, because our biggest import is oil sector. So these aspects also can be covered, and think big on any topic. Why should India, being a biggest consumer country now, we are having the highest population now. When the population is highest, we are consumer, potential consumer for anything and everything if man is requiring. So why not restrict our importing? Why not restrict our consuming within the borders? Rather, we should plan and export. So these angles, one must think on such topic. Okay, Sagar, I think you spoke first time on this forum. Practice more, it will come up. Flow of thoughts will come up with practice, because the practice has no replacement. It is akin to hard work. Like hard work has no replacement. That is the only solution for many problems. So good, well delivery. Who is next? Subodh. Subodh, you want to speak? Shivam? Okay, I assume we are finished with our speakers. Once again, good. This forum you can utilize for practicing, updating knowledge, and developing confidence. In competitive exams, these things are essential. You may fail in return here and there, but your sustenance in terms of hard work will save you, will see day of light. Okay, so keep practicing. This is a good forum. Keep practicing. There is no embargo that you should be throughout present. You can save time also. If you want to listen others, listen, or else can save time also. Okay, we'll call it a day. Have good time. Bye. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind.